The Rambam says in his first halacha in the third parak of Hilchos Chanukah that the whole point of what the Greeks were trying to do to us was to uproot our culture, uproot the Torah, and try to instill their chachma into us. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe said in the past that the whole essence of what was really happening was more than just that. It was their thought versus our action. If you were to look at a scholar from Greece, which that was what they were scholars in every right, they were some of the smartest people of that generation. And if you were to look at them, they were geniuses, but they lived lives of depression and sadness and disgust. While if you were to look at our Rebbeim over the years, they rely on the Torah as their light, as their guide. And that's the action that is taken. See, the Greeks never took that action. They just let the wisdom sit there and never penetrate, while the Rebbeim always let it penetrate, and they always lived their lives as Torah lives. So then, the Lubavitcher Rebbe asks another question. He says, in the Gemara in Shabbos, it says specifically that the Pach Shemen found by the Chashmonaim was found with the Chosim of the Kohen Gadol. Now, why is that? It's a funny, why is that needed? Because all that really mattered was it was Shemen Tar, and the Yevanim didn't touch it. But it specifically goes out of its way to mention the Kohen Gadol put its seal on it. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe says the seal of the Kohen Gadol is the whole point, because he quotes a pasuk in Divrei Yom, Perek of Gimel, pasuk Yud Gimel, that says another word, or words for the Kohen Gadol, is the Kodesh Kadashim. What else is called the Kodesh Kadashim? Your nefesh. The Chashmonaim were looking for their nefesh. They were looking for that inside of them. And that's the essence of the Pach Shemen. This can also be seen in the main character of our Parshios in these weeks, Yosef HaTzadik. Eshes Potiphar is physically engaging Yosef in many disgusting ways. And the Gemara in Sota says that as that's happening, Yosef looks into a window and he sees Yaakov Avinu. And we know from what Rashi says that he looked like Yaakov. Yosef had the resemblance of Yaakov. And as our esteemed Rosh Yeshiva said on a Tuesday Sikha, and so does the Dvar Torah, that Yosef saw himself, but saw Yaakov in the mirror, in the reflection. He saw that essence of Yaakov telling him the right way to go. And that is what caused Yosef to succeed. So I think that's what the Lubavitcher Rebbe is trying to tell us. That's what the Gemara in Sota is trying to tell us. That's what Yosef HaTzadik is trying to teach us. That whole story. We need to be people to rely on our nefesh. We need to be people to rely on that Yaakov Avinu within inside of us. The nace of the Pach Shemen, the Kohen Gadol, we needed to find that seal in order to be Matayar the Beis HaMikdash and to be once again serving Hashem in the right way. So, we can see that nowadays. Obviously, back in the day, it was the Yevanim trying to do this to us, but nowadays it's the secular life, trying to tell us to indoctrinate ourselves into the chachma of who knows what. And in reality, that's our tafkid. We need to be able to overcome that. We need to look into that Kodesh Kadashim, the Neshama Tahora that Hashem breathed into us, that seal of the Kohen Gadol that sits on our nefesh, on our heart, and truly become the best that we can be. Freilich and Chanukah.